Hello dear viewer, today I want to talk about train unloading and loading, because I've seen so many threads lately on the Factorio subreddit and so many beginners talking about this issue that I wanted to make a video about it. Now the best thing for my channel would be to make a video comparing different methods of train loading and unloading, just like in my energy production video, which is still the most successful video on my channel. But why make the game more complicated than it needs to be, especially for new players? Because everything you will ever need in Factorio to load and unload trains is this blueprint. And if a blueprint is all you wanted from this video, you can safely leave now, because I won't suggest anything else. But I will explain and showcase why this is the most efficient design. And this is my dog Floki, a Shiba Inu and Poodle mix. Let's look at train loading in detail. A loader contains two crucial elements, loading from belt to chests and from chests to train. As you can see, my loader consumes a full blue belt without any problems. Let's compare it to this blueprint, which is suggested by a well-known Factorio content creator. It can also load a full blue belt, but is more complicated and thus inferior. But it has one advantage. It utilizes 6 chests instead of 4, increasing throughput from chests to train by 50%. But do 6 chests really give you an advantage? Does it really matter? Inserters are always faster loading from chest to train. But when a train is full and leaves, there will be a downtime until a new train arrives and loading can continue. As you can see in the top right corner, inserters will quickly empty the chests where iron ore was accumulating during the downtime. I did the math. If a new train arrives within 26 seconds, the chests will never fill and the blue belt will never back up. 26 seconds, that's a long time. No matter which train stacker you use, a new train will be available within seconds. If you are loading from both sides, 2 blue belts per wagon, you still have 13 seconds. So for iron ore or any item with a stack size of 50 or higher, you do not need 6 chests. But what about items that stack to 10, like low density structures? In this case, a new train has to arrive within 5.2 seconds. With 6 chests it would be 6.4 seconds. But by just switching fuel to either rocket fuel or nuclear fuel, you are below the threshold. Let's take a look at train unloading now. From train to chests, the exact same limitations and timings apply. And we have already established that we don't need 6 chests. But how does my blueprint perform against other popular unloaders? While my inserters are unloading into splitters, the blueprint on the right unloads into regular belts. Both fill an entire blue belt and they unload evenly. So if an output of 1 blue belt is all you want, then my blueprint is inferior. But when using both belts, you will notice the huge difference in throughput. If an inserter outputs into a splitter like this, it can drop items on both sides at the same time, resulting in a way higher throughput. Let's replace 1 blue belt on the left side with a red one and similarly switch to a yellow belt on the right side. My blueprint fully saturates a blue plus a red belt, while its opponent cannot fill an additional yellow belt. It enables us to output 6 fully saturated blue belts from 4 wagons. If you don't care about full saturation, it is very close to 7 belts. So unloading 12 blue belts from 4 wagons is possible. Even 13 full blue belts. And even more, but not fully saturated. So no matter if you are in the early, mid or late game, this blueprint always does well. Finally, I want to give a notable mention to this blueprint, but also tell you why I don't like it. Per side, it outputs 6 blue belts per 4 wagons, but for full saturation you have to override some of the inserter stack sizes, because else the inserter timing will be messed up. Chests empty unevenly and total throughput is lower than my blueprint. By the way, when I say my blueprint, I'm not pretending that I'm the first one who came up with this design. But I will always prefer and recommend it to new players, because it's simple and works at all stages of the game. Thanks for watching and see you next time.